Well, micronutrient deficiencies are grossly underestimated by most physicians. There was even an article, and I forget which journal, fairly prestigious 2 or 3 years ago, that said that multivitamins, showed no benefits. Well, you could design a study to show anything, if you're smart enough. And so that's not a true statement. We do micronutrient testing on everyone from all the B vitamins, CoQ10, omega fatty acid levels, iron, B12 and folic acid. There's numerous factors that we're just often deficient in. Even if we're trying to eat the best organic foods, many are grown in nutrient poor soils. And so you owe it to yourself to get tested and see, all right, what are my levels? What do they look like? What can I utilize to help assure that I'm doing the best I can for my tissues on a daily basis? And that's usually a good whole multivitamin with phytonutrients, methylated B vitamins with folic acid, omega fish oil, CoQ10 for cellular energy. I recommend DHEA to everyone, male or female. DHEA is actually a hormone that you can buy over the counter that is produced in our bodies. It declines rapidly with age, and it metabolizes to all of our hormones naturally. So will it fix a real low testosterone? No. Can it help? Yes. And it helps with mood. It has antioxidant benefits. There are recent studies that showed a decreased risk overall at all ages of colon cancer from having better DHEA levels. And so there are a number of things that we utilize, and like what I call my NRF2 activator, it increases nitric oxide, it has curcumin, green tea extract, other antioxidants. NAD, the most important coenzyme in your body, declines rapidly with age. It's very expensive to test, but small amounts can make a big deal. And so, we utilize that. And then really last but not least is nitric oxide. If you're over 40, you do not have, maybe even 30s, you don't have adequate nitric oxide levels. I use a product called Real NO2, directly from Dr. Nathan Bryan in Austin, Texas, the leading authority in the United States on nitric oxide. And it's hugely important for brain health, heart health, for vascular health, for lowering blood pressure. And so I like that particular product, but there's a number of products that can help improve nitric oxide levels. And so it really is worth making it a study to see where you are. What can I add at reasonable cost? I tell people all the time, you're probably going to spend more on vitamins than you do on your testosterone or on a medication, and that is the case. But I've got a whole pill counters lined up on the counter in the morning, and a handful before the shower and a couple more after. But I feel great all day, and so it takes me a few minutes of a little bit of discipline to do the right things and to feel my best, when I'm out trying to help patients and help people, find the solutions to their issues. So it's really fun, and I encourage you to, get some testing done. We can mail you a little kit to poke your finger and test micronutrients. It's really quite simple. So I have a patient, and I'm going to share her video, that is in her early 30s. She's been a patient for about 5 weeks. Her husband has been with me for a little while longer, and she just wasn't feeling her best. And so we did some micronutrient testing. I put her on a host of supplements that I felt would be helpful. And then we gave her a little bit of testosterone and progesterone. She had, bad PMS symptoms, had no energy, no libido, and she's a vibrant, attractive young gal. And when you see her video, you'll know she's genuinely excited and feeling great. And only, I think it was 5 weeks since the first day that we saw her. So the turnarounds can be dramatic.
Hi, I'm Sandra Yeager from Aspen, Colorado, 37 years old. I've been working with Dr. Gershon for about 6 weeks. I came to him. My concern was I was dealing with Epstein-Barr and inflammation. So it's been 6 weeks, and I was dealing with fatigueness, soreness. My energy levels were low, and it's been just really wonderful. And the difference in 1 month has just my energy. I feel like I'm back to normal. I'm peppy, I'm happy, and I'm waking up really well. So thank you.
That's awesome. Thanks. So if you're really curious about what does all this mean to me, I would encourage you to get a copy of Beyond the Fountain of Youth, my new book. We're now a #1 bestseller on Amazon, and which I'm very excited about. But I go through in a conversational way. I try not to go over anyone's head and just make it simple so you can understand everything from A to Z, from hormone therapy to ageless living to vitamin supplements, testing, red light therapy. There's so many things that we haven't even mentioned today that patients can utilize on a regular basis. And then get tested. We can send you to a LabCorp anywhere in the United States. And, I do have patients internationally, but we'll stick with this for now. So we can send you to a LabCorp anywhere to get some hormone testing done, do a telemedicine visit to review it, make some recommendations, see if you're a candidate. And then even the micronutrient testing and the biologic age testing, those are things that we can ship out and do with a finger stick blood test and have very accurate meeting results in 2 to 4 weeks. And so there's a lot that can be done. I love what we do. I have a great staff who loves interacting with our clients from all over the world. And I hope you'll take advantage of that and reach out to us.